South Africa is not xenophobic. South Africans are not xenophobic. What you have are pockets of protest, which is permissible within our constitutional framework. You also have the reality that the issue of immigration is a pressure point, not only here in South Africa, but throughout the world, where protests are held on these issues. What is important from our perspective is obviously respecting the rights of everybody that is within our borders, and to, when we protest, to do so peacefully without causing harm to anybody. And in this regard, the President expects law enforcement to also play its role to prevent any acts of violence against any individual. Yesterday, both President Chapo and President Ramaphosa also agreed that the continent needs to work together to address the issues that are behind these levels of migration that we see across our continent. Issues of conflicts, issues of instability, and in some areas, if we're being honest, the misgovernance that causes people to migrate in large numbers and seek refuge in different parts of the continent, including South Africa. And so the condemnations that we've had coming from the different quarters on the continent should not just end in condemnations, but there should also be willingness to constructively engage on what are these issues and factors behind people seeking to leave their countries of birth and seeking refuge elsewhere. So they both agreed that there has to be that genuine, open and frank conversation across the continent. But the President did emphasize that South Africa is a welcoming country. South Africans are open, friendly and warm people, and we will reject any notion that seeks to characterize this country or its people as being xenophobic. In fact, any characterization of this protest that seeks to portray South Africans as xenophobic is actually lazy sort of analysis of the real issues that are at play here. There are genuine concerns that communities have with respect to crime, crimes that are committed by foreign nationals, where the President expects law enforcement, again, to act without any fear or favor, and also to say to those who are visitors in our country, they must respect and conform with our laws. If they break the law, they will face the full might of the law. Like all of us are expected to respect the law.